Hi, I'm Russell Gray, and I want to share this conducting exercise with you that might keep you amused at home over the next few weeks while we're all stuck in limbo land. It's passive beating and active beating. What I mean by passive beating is being able, as a conductor, to stay out of the way and let your ensemble play. They don't always need you to be there. Sometimes they do, and that's when the active beating comes into play. So I know that I spend, when I'm teaching conducting, I spend a lot of time talking to conductors about this. I find a lot of conductors are too active too much of the time. So therefore, when they want something to happen, they've got nothing to say with their hands because they're already too active. This exercise requires the help of a member of your family or your whole family. In this instance, I'd like to introduce you to my son Angus, who's going to help me out here. Angus is going to clap his hands on a particular beat in the bar. I'm not going to tell him which one. He's going to react to my conducting. So I'm travelling from passive to active and back to passive on different beats of a 4/4 bar. So I'll set up the beating pattern, I'll demonstrate the exercise, and then we'll talk it through. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Okay, that looks fairly straightforward. It's a little bit more complicated than it looks. If I want Angus to clap his hands on beat 1, then what I have to do is remain passive on the previous beats and actively move from beat 4 of the previous bar onto the downbeat. So this is something that you practice when you're going to start an ensemble at the beginning of a piece on a downbeat or any other piece. You have an active beat before they play. This is similar as you're running through a piece if you want, for example, a player to come in on a downbeat. So we shall demonstrate this. So go passive beating, which doesn't have too much of a nick to it. It's quite a relaxed feeling in the hand. I'm just letting the baton travel and without having to punch or show where the beats are. There's a consensus of where the beat is, but I can be more direct on the downbeat where I want it to be. So ready, Angus?
Mm-hmm.
This is to clap on the downbeat. We've got passive, 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 active, reaction. So here we go for the second beat. The downbeat this time has to be passive, and I react after the downbeat to travel to beat 2. Ready, Angus?
Yeah.
So I'm going passive, 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 active, 2. I'll do that again. Good. This is for beat 3. Passive on the downbeat and beat 2. Then I react when I hit beat 2. Bigger reaction, and I go across the body and show where beat 3 is going to be. So we have, ready, Angus?
Mm-hmm.
We've got passive, passive, active, clap. We'll do it again. Good. The fourth beat is a little trickier because when we get to here, there's an awful lot of fancy sword work goes on between 3 and 4. There are books written on how to get from beat 3 to beat 4. For me, it's quite simple. There's 2 ways. 1, 2, 3. I can be more pointed with the fourth beat, or I can treat it like a forehand on a tennis court by a circular motion clockwise there and catch the fourth beat on the way back up. So I'll show you both versions. And Angus, are you ready to help me with this? This is beat 4.
Only if it's not too tricky.
Okay. You ready? You missed it. Huh?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
close. Close enough. So, I'll thread all that together. We'll do this exercise once more and you can see how those moves work. Ready, Angus?
Yeah. Is it first?
I'm not going to tell you. You just clap when you think I want you to.
Okay.
Okay? Good. So, happy practice, and I'll talk to you again sometime in the future.
Bye.
Bye.